Hi, welcome to Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. I'm Heather, and we're gonna turn yesterday's roast into Taco Tuesday. You ready? And we're gonna make some Spanish rice. Let's get to it. Okay, so I will show you. I made a video, a quick one yesterday, where I made some gravy for my roast. And while I was cooking my roast, I just put a few seasonings and some water and some garlic, and that's about it. And then I took the liquids out, put them in a pan, used a whisk and a little bit of flour and mixed it up so I made a gravy. So I took the carrots, potatoes, and a little bit of the roast meat and some of the gravy. It looks kind of gross in here because it was refrigerated. Anyways, this is some of the roast left over that you can just plop on a plate and warm up, and there you go. You have a quick dinner or a nice lunch. So put that to the side. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the roast meat that I pulled out, and there's some liquid on the bottom, and what you do is you take some forks, and if you cook your roast long enough, it should be nice and tender to pull apart, and you just kind of use your forks and you spread the meat chunks apart, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some taco seasoning. And you wanna make sure that you mix it up really well so that you don't have some big old, clumpy parts of taco seasoning in your bite. Nobody wants that. So you just keep mixing it up real well. And there you go, bam! You've got your roast beef, which we made a roast the first time, and then we used the extra meat and added some taco seasoning. You can add some lime. If you don't like lime, you can add some lemon. Squeeze that in there, give it a little zest. Mix that in there a little bit. And there you go. I'm gonna push that to the side. And now what we have is we have some cooked rice, and I'm going to pour in some diced tomatoes and the liquid. Probably about 3/4 of the can to start with, because you don't want to get too much in there. And you're gonna mix that in really well. I like to mix every time I add something new to something I'm cooking. I like to mix each time I add something. That way you get it well mixed and well rounded, and your seasonings and sauces and stuff can marry with the food that you're making. And marry just kind of means blend better. Blend more better. Okay, so there you have it. All you have is just the plain rice with some diced tomatoes and the juice. And I fried up ahead of time a little bit of bacon. And we're gonna pour all that grease and all that bacon, because we want all that yumminess in there, right? Pour that all in there. Give that a nice mix so you can get all the seasoning, juices, bacon flavoring all mixed up in this. So good. You can dice up some different peppers, jalapenos, whatever. Cut them up to whatever size that you like. I've prepared, let's get this from rolling off. I've got some cilantro. I'm gonna sprinkle that on. Give that a quick little mix. It's smelling so good. Yummy, 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 yummy. Use another little lime half or a lemon if you don't like lime. If you don't like cilantro, you don't have to add cilantro. You can add parsley or neither. Okay, Squeeze that in there, give that a little mixing in. Make sure you get the sides all mixed into that. I hope I'm making you hungry. Today's Taco Tuesday. Now what I have is some onions and some purple onion, and I'm gonna do probably 3/4 of what I cut up. And again, you can cut the pieces into whatever size you like. And the rest of the onions, I'm gonna put that into that ground meat that I shredded and added taco seasoning to. Mix that, give that a little mix up, right? It's all warm and it's steaming and the flavors are all gonna mix in there and be nice and good for a fabulous Taco Tuesday. So let's get this mixed up. So this is already ready to eat like this if you choose, or because it's all, everything's all warm and cooked. So we can stick it in the oven for about 10 minutes if we'd like to soften up the onions. You can put bell peppers again, like I said, or jalapenos, however spicy or non-spicy you want to make it. So you can add this mix into your taco or you can eat it separately. I usually stick it in the oven and I'll sprinkle cheese right on the top of it. Stick it in for about 10 minutes at 350. There you go. The cheese will get all melted up on top of there. It's fabulous. I'm going to show you one more trick. I've got my sour cream, right? I'm going to add some taco seasoning to my sour cream. Get that mixed up. Make sure you don't have any clumps. Again, you don't want to bite into a big lump of taco seasoning, right? Get it mixed up really well. And it gives a really nice flavor to the sour cream if you want to change things up a tad. If you have some avocados, you can make avocado dip. And I tend to make homemade salsa and add my salsa into my avocado dip. But I don't got any avocados. They're expensive. And the ones at the store are kind of hard and funky. Anyways, there's your, look at that. You getting hungry? Spanish rice. I'm going to put it in the oven and let the cheese melt off a little bit at 350 for about 10 minutes. And here's our roast meat. Got the onions in there and a little bit of taco seasoning and lime or lemon if you want, or neither. And there you have it. Taco Tuesday. Sounds good, doesn't it? Well, thank you for hanging out with me. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Come along with me on my journey. Thank you. Taco Tuesday. Taco, taco.